Hey everybody, this is Beast. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Scottyallenday. Today I am really delighted to do a video like this. I don't think anybody else is going to even care about it, but I watched a video that was truly inspiring because of the fact that it relates to my disability. This is a disability that you'll be discriminated against for the rest of your life. It's like a scarlet letter. It affects people's way to speak, way to communicate. And Mr. Beast turned around and bought 1,000 people hearing aids. He gave them the gift of sound. He gave them the gift of what I call love. Now, if you're looking at this, and I mean, you're watching this and you're saying, okay, well, 1,000 people, well, what big of a deal is that? Well, most people who have to wear hearing aids need to. And most hearing aids cost about $2,000 a piece. So if they need two, that's $4,000. 1,000 people, that's $4 million that he spent on one video. Just because somebody needed hearing aids. Somebody needed the gift of sound. And you don't know what it's like to live in a world of darkness. Well, in a world of darkness as far as sound. So, in a world of nothing. Basically, the way I would talk about being hearing impaired and having to get hearing aids and use hearing aids and wear hearing aids for the rest of your life, it's life-changing. It's a lot of work. But to watch somebody get a hearing aid put in and to listen to their daughter say "I love you" was melting. It was heartbreaking. I mean, just to be able to listen to music, to be able to listen to the surroundings, to sit out on your front porch and listen to the birds singing. To go down to the river and listen to the creek babble in front of you. A lot of people that have lived their entire life listening to music and listening to these sounds don't appreciate it until it's gone. And some of the people that were elderly that he gave it to him realized that this was actually, you know, reality. And in today's world, there's not a whole lot of places, a whole lot of hearing aid banks that you can go to be able to get a hearing aid. And there's people that'll say, well, you know, if they were working, they should have. I mean, they should easily get it off of their hearing insurance. Hearing insurance? What's that? You actually have to have a platinum hearing plan in order to be able to get a hearing aid. And in most cases, that hearing plan will only pay anywhere between $250 to $500 for one hearing aid. They're not going to pay for the second one. Unless you are a veteran from the VA, which in fact, I could not go into the service because our defense force sprayed Agent Orange on people in Vietnam, and of course my dad had it, and it's hereditary. It goes through their genes, and I lost my hearing because of it. I am in the books for, you know, for an Agent Orange baby. So, I can't get it, even though the VA offers it to the veterans that were sprayed by it. But I'm not gonna harp about it. I'm just saying that, you know, watching these people get the gift of sound through Mr. Beast is probably one of the greatest Mr. Beast videos I've ever watched. I never expected that. I think I did a video on, hey, Mr. Beast, why don't you do a hearing aid, hearing impaired video, and I guess somebody watched it. Otherwise, he probably would never have even thought about it. But it means a lot. It means a lot to see that somebody actually would say, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this. And then on top of that, he pays to, he makes donations to certain places to help people learn sign language, to be able to eliminate that gap. And it just after watching, I mean, the blind video was fine, vision correction, that was great. But to watch him go even further and get, I mean, for one thing that most people don't even think about is to pay for hearing, is to pay to give the gift of sound. And in my opinion, the gift of sound is the gift of love. The gift of love is, I mean, you can hear the music. You can hear the sounds. You can hear the breeze flowing. You can hear the noise from the breeze going through the air. You can hear the birds singing in the trees. You can, I mean, it's amazing. You can hear somebody say, I love you. You can hear that horn honking at you. You can hear the wheels screeching in the streets. Even though you may think it's horrible, terrifying, it's not. It's sound. It's music. Every last ounce of sound is music. In my ears, it is. But the thing is, I don't know how much more time I have with my ears before I gotta get a hole drilled in my head and have cochlear implants put in. And you know, that part to me is terrifying. I gotta learn how to listen again. I gotta learn to hear again. But, you know, if there were more people like Mr. Beast that could be able to just take a little bit, find a hearing aid bank, and say, hey, give somebody the gift of sound. I'd like for them to have a chance to give the gift of sound. If I had a hearing aid in my ear, I have more job opportunities. I have more opportunities in life to be able to achieve stuff, to be able to achieve the impossible. If I did not have the gift of sound, I'd be on Social Security trying to figure out where I could be able to go, what I could be able to do. I had a great support system, so I'm able to speak freely and clearly. And it all begins with somebody like Mr. Beast. It all begins with somebody that says, hey, there's a problem out there. It all begins with somebody saying, look at what I'm doing. Why aren't these other people doing the same? Why couldn't a multi-millionaire just give $1 million? And how many people are going to get the gift of sound? They could probably pass it on to the next generation. But I'm not going to hold anybody against that. I'm not going to say, you know what, if you want to hoard your money, you can hoard your money. That's up to you. That's your own right. You earned it. But it's just him saying, hey, look, you may not necessarily need to be a millionaire to be able to help one person change their life. So in closing with this video, I've got to say that if anybody on Mr. Beast's task, on Mr. Beast's channel, sees this video, in my heart, and on behalf of the deaf and hard of hearing community, I got to say thank you. That was possibly the best video that I've seen somebody do besides a parent showing a video of their kids hearing for the first time. So again, I say thank you. I hope people don't ridicule you over this, because it needs to be done. So if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, let your friends and family know about the channel. Drop a comment in the comment section below if you want to, that's fine. Until next time, keep on rocking.